Hi, this is Nick Wolfman Repairs, and today we got a Crusty PS1 back on the bench. Alright. And today we're going to start the modifications. Yes. And I figured what better way to start the modifications than with a mod chip. Because what's a PS1 without a mod chip? I guess it's just a PS1. That's not modded. Anyway, let me show you how to do that. So we're going to get this out of the way first. So you buy one of these handy dandy programmers, or you could buy a really cheap one that doesn't work and then have to buy an expensive one that does. Anyway, let's go ahead and program this bad boy. Get the bag open. Alright, you grab yourself a mod chip, you stick it in the adapter-rooney. You stick the adapter-rooney up into here. Ta-da! Then you go to your computer. What you want to do first, once you got the program open for your programming device, you want to read the chip. I'll ask you what kind of chip you got. This is the kind of chip I got. This is the kind of adapter I got. You can even view the adapter, which is pretty cool. I'll show you how to use it. I want to read that chip. There's some sort of error. Let's try this again. Read. Read. There we go. It was the cable. That's annoying. Alright, now we go to back. So see, we read it and everything says as these OFFFs. That means it's blank. Then we're going to go to program. And oh wait. First we're going to go to load. Grab our file. Okay. And load it, see multi-mod 3. This is what we want. And we're going to hit program. Alright, cool. And we just want to verify that it's there, so we're going to read it again. Read. There it is. Awesome. So if you buy one of these programmers, make sure you use the cable it came with and not just any old cable, because apparently that doesn't work. Let's put away our other chips that are probably fine, except for one I bent the pins on. Alright. We now have a mod chip. Nice. But what are we going to do with that mod chip? Well, we got to put it on a little board so it's easier to solder stuff to. Because we could solder to these legs. I mean, that's a possibility. But wouldn't it be easier to solder to these holes? I think so. So let's do that. Well, and since we're old now and we can't see, we should get the microscope here so we can see what we're doing. Microscope incoming! Alright, here we are under the microscope. And our mod chip fits right here. Well, kind of just barely. It's like these little pads are just a little too short. Now, I don't know if I got the wrong board for this, but yeah, it's not convenient. It'll work. I've done it before, but it's going to take a little trying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up our chip in flux. I'm going to try tacking pin number 1 there. Or, well, that's not number 1. That's number 4, but you know what I'm saying. I'll try attacking a couple of legs and solder from there. Yeah, we're just gonna need a little solder wick. Give it a little clean. And now we're going to test to make sure we did get those pins underneath on the circuit board. So go to number 1, pin number 1's here. And we didn't. What about 2? 2 is fine. 3. Nope. 4. Okay, so let's just start here. Get 1 and 3 onto the pad. Now we did have some alcohol on here, so let's put some more flux on there. That should have done that one. Finally. I decided to bend the pin over a little bit more because it wasn't attached anyway, so bend it over to make it attached to the pad a little more. I feel like this always happens. Just crazy stuff that I wasn't anticipating. Some burnt flux up in here. Clean that all out. There we go. Now it looks good. Alright, let's just test this side again. Pin number 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Let's do the other side. Number 5. I want to get the top of the pin. Number 6. 7. And 8. Sweet. Alright, there's our mod chip attached. Now, pin number 3 gave me problems, but that usually doesn't happen. It's kind of weird. But I guess I know for next time just to bend the pins back a little bit and we'll be good to go. I've done a couple of these now and that's never happened, so Alright, off to the PlayStation. Microscope, outgoing. Alright, sweet. So here's our mod chip, all ready to go. I come back over here, PlayStation. Now I will put a picture up as to what I am following, so that you guys, because if you're doing it on your PM41, you could do it as well. So first, you take apart your PlayStation. Take the board out of the shell. Huck the shell across the room. All right. Now, I should have kept the microscope out because I can't see what's going on here. So I'll show you the picture right now of where we got to do for all this. And I can't see the points near the chip that we got to solder to. So let's get the microscope again. Microscope incoming again. All right, so here we are under the microscope, and that looks like a bug. We don't. Ew, it is a bug. All right, so I'm just gonna follow the guide that I have on screen. That's where to put the wires at. And what I like to do is I like to stick the wires down first and then find a home for the mod chip. The mod chip is going to be like here. So that's going to be the home for the mod chip, but I like to put the wires in first. So let's do that. Alright, now we got a spaghetti monster of wires. Nice. Now we just gotta hook them up. Alright, so pin 1, VCC. That's this wire here. This tape is doing nothing. Once we got a couple of wires installed, it won't move anymore, but come on, stop moving. We gotta chase it away. Stick a piece of putty down here just to hold it in place for a second while I get this side done. Alright, there's one. Pin number 2 is not used. Pin number 3 is stealth, which is a wire from over here. This wire here. Pin number 4 is also not used. Pin number 8 is ground, which is this wire. Oh, that's not connected to anything now. All right. Get a little more solder on that. I don't like the way that looks. I moved the whole thing out of place, but that's okay. We got it now. Alright, pin 7 is the CD door. Which is the wire here, this guy. Okay, pin number 6 is data, which comes from all the way over near the big chip here. And last one is gate. That also comes down from the big chip. Alright, now I can remove this tape. Now it doesn't want to come off. Of course. There we go. Get a little brush, give this a clean. And bam, we should have a modded PS1 right now. What I like to do is after I'm done soldering in the mod chip, get out of here, piece of metal. After I'm done soldering the mod chip, I like to test for continuity to the places that we need power and ground and all that. So I don't test like wire to, you know, from here to here. What I do is I'll test pin number 1 to here. Then pin number 2 is not used. Pin 3 is stealth, which is over here. And pin 5 is gate, which you guys can't see, but it's all the way over here. Oh, I'm testing on that thing. I just said not to do that. Pin 5. Okay, pin 6 is data. Pin 7 is CD door. And pin 8 is ground. Sweet. Alright, it looks like we're ready to go. Let's get the microscope out of here and give us a test. Microscope! Outgoing! Again. Alright, so here's our PS1 with our mod chip installed. Sweet. Alright, nothing left to do but test it out. Get our real fishing back in here. Hold down the CD door, press the button. Alright, nothing blew up. Wow, it's not doing anything. We got no picture, we got nothing. What's going on here? Why is it dead? Uh-oh. Did we fry it? Well, that's not right. Behind this button, hoping there's a different result, but wow, okay. Let me mess around here and see what happened. Okay, so when we have the mod chip disconnected, we get a video again. Something wrong with the mod chip then. But what though? Oh, I'm missing a power. I'm missing a VCC on pin number 4. That's why it's not working. Let's fix that. It was a little weird to me that pin number 4 wasn't used, and it's because it is used. This is why you gotta double check and triple check everything you do. Or you could just wing it like I do and hope for this. Alright, we gotta reconnect our other power wire. That's right here. Okay, now we should be good to go. Let's just make sure that the PlayStation turns on with it connected now, with the mod chip connected at all the points. And then we'll throw the CD drive back in. Alright, so it turns on now. Sweet. I was worried I fried the PlayStation. I was going to have to end the series early. We're not done with you yet, PlayStation. I probably shouldn't plug the power when I'm doing this. Okay. Power. Real efficient. Let's make sure it works. The CD drive don't sound happy at all. Yeah. I know the CD drive is having issues, so I know the mod chip probably pushed it over the edge. It's usually what happens with these things. We'll give it a clean and then give it another try. All right. It doesn't even want to spin. Come on. I'll borrow a CD drive from another one. Let's see. Come on, what are you stuck in there for? We're just going to borrow a CD drive from another one. Make sure that you still work. I knew this was a possibility. That's why I had the other PlayStation 1 apart. Let's see if we could borrow the CD drive if we needed to. All right, here we go. All right, still works. That CD drive is shot. Okay. Now we're going to try a Japanese game. Nice. Let's just admire the Japanese PS1 boxes for a second here. We didn't get these. A nice little manual. Now we should be able to play region freely now. All right, sweet. Japanese game's working on our NTSC console here. NTSC US? I don't know what it is. It's a US console, but we're playing Japanese games. Sweet. Now, it should also be able to play backups. So, here's my backup copy of Twisted Metal. And, well, I'm not 16 anymore, so I don't really know how to burn a CD correctly. So, let's see if this works. Maybe. All right, it does work. Sweet. Here's my real copy of Twisted Metal in case anyone's wondering. But yeah, so we're able to play backups too now. Let's see if it'll just go from being open to working again. I don't know if it does that. Yeah, it will. Sweet. Alright, so there you go. That's how you put a mod chip into a PS1. I'll sell these mod chips too on my Etsy page if you want to pick one up from me. Or you can pick one for yourself, or you could program your own, or... What is going on now? Why are we spinning out of control here? Yeah, I've been having a problem with the backup copies I'm making. As you can see. Like I said, I'm not 16 anymore. I guess I can't do it. Let's just try this one more time. What is going on here? Let's just try a regular game. Did something break already? Come on now. What is up with this? Why aren't you turning now? You weren't going ape and then now you're not turning. Oh man, I don't know if it's a good idea to put a mod chip in one of these anymore. Let's try the Japanese game. It's just like, let's go for takeoff. Oh wow. Look how fast that's going. Why? Why is this a thing all of a sudden? Why is that all the way out there? No, something's wrong. Again. But what though? Like the other CD drive wouldn't spin. This one's spinning out of control. We're not plugged in. Let's try the other one, the old CD drive again, and see what happens. I have another, mod chipped PSOne, so this, it doesn't happen on the other one. It just works. That's spinning the opposite direction. It's going the wrong way. Why is it going the wrong way? Yeah, it's supposed to. Now it's spinning with the door open. Well, let it do its thing. I don't know. I've never had this. Look, the door switch is open. What is going on here today? This can't be right. This is not cool. Why are you doing this? Let's try this again. All I did was just resolder the power. This is the C drive that came with this unit. That's weird. Well, I guess we'll have to do a little research and come back to this. I have no idea. The only other thing I could do is disconnect the mod chip again and see if we fried something, because I think that's what we did, seems like. Alright, so the mod chip is disconnected now. Let's make sure that it doesn't touch anything else. Not that it matters. Just try a blank disc, just make sure it doesn't spin like crazy. And it does spin like crazy. Sweet. Alright, well, I guess that's going to stop our PSOne adventure for now, until I can figure this out. Unless you guys know why this would happen after you mod it. It's very strange. It doesn't matter if I put the other laser in. The other laser works fine in the other modded console. So I did kick the laser all the way out here as well. And it's spinning like crazy. Jeez. Alright, so we officially broke our Project PlayStation 1 here. Unfortunately, there's nothing more we could do right now to this. But that is how you install a mod chip. I guess I broke it. So if you guys know how to fix this, let me know in the comments below, because I would like to continue the Crusty series here. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much. And we'll see you next time.